Hey, welcome to Geeky Faucets. I'm Amy Dale.
And I'm Christine Lucas-Savage.
And this is episode 31. And today we're going to talk about kid geek stuff. We figured since it's like going back to school time, we're all thinking about kids and stuff. And so we were like, hey, let's talk about
how to make your kid a geek. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff that's geek friendly for your littles.
Yeah, but before we get into that, we have to thank Chris Thornton for this amazingness. Oh, we got a care package.
I know. We're loved. Yes. We love presents.
Oh my word. We both have like massive present issues. Like we love presents. It can be anything tiny. I mean, it can be anything.
I will admit, I'm kind of excited to try this, but I'm a little worried about it. I have a friend who commented on a picture you posted, and she's like, that stuff's the worst stuff I've ever put in my mouth. So I'm like, you seem to really like it. So, I'll be interested to try it.
Yeah, I lived in Australia for 6 months, and I love Australia a lot. It's like one of my favorite places on earth. And so this is not hard to love. Tim Tams are amazing. And we did these things called the Tim Tam Slam, where you like bite the diagonal corners and then you suck up a hot drink in it and you shove the whole thing in your mouth and it's all melty. It's so good. So we'll try that afterwards.
Interesting.
We're not going to do it on the show because
we're messy eaters.
And
Amy has issues with mouth noises, just so you know.
Oh my word. Don't sit next to me and eat loud. Oh, I will. In fact, my kids, I make them go to other rooms to eat for certain things. It's really bad. Okay, but this though is delicious. Actually,
what is it?
It's
salt
a yeast
and
extract.
yeast.
It's really high in vitamin B, which we need. It's really good for you.
Salt and yeast. Do you stick it on toast?
Yeah, well, that's how I eat it. When I was in Australia, every morning I would have toast with butter and Vegemite, and then I would have Milo, which is like a chocolate, like a hot chocolatey type drink, but it doesn't have sweetener. It was really weird. The first time I tried it, I put milk in it because they were like, yeah, put milk in it, and then I just drank it and I was like, oh. They were like, you might want to add a little bit of sugar, and I was like, okay. So then I added just like a couple spoons of sugar, and it's really, I love Milo too. That's another thing I'm like kind of in love with.
I feel like I'm missing out.
Anyway, yeah, you can try the Vegemite. We'll let you know what she thinks, maybe, if we can.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, it'll be interesting. So anyway, on to the geek stuff.
Yes, okay, so I started watching a show. Before we get to the kid stuff, I have one more thing. Have you watched Under the Dome?
No, but I've heard about it.
Oh my
I don't know I know that isn't it based off a Stephen King book?
Yes, and when the book came out, I really wanted to read it because
Did you?
I didn't read it because it was this big. And I don't have a huge amount of time to read, and I'm a slow reader. It's really sad.
Why are you such a slow reader?
I think I'm slightly dyslexic, which is where my kids get it. And that might be why I'm a slow reader. I don't know, but I mean, I read a lot. So you would think my pace would have picked up over the years, but it hasn't.
For me, it depends on the book. Like if the book sucks, I'm just like, ugh. And then I put it down. But if it's good, I can't put it down. I keep reading it, and I read it too fast, which is unfortunate. Because then you're like, really? It's over?
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
That's true.
And then I go through withdrawals for quite some time.
I do spend more time reading when I'm really into a book, but I don't think I actually read faster. I think I just spend more time on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So, how's the show?
Okay, so I decided to try the show out because we have Amazon Prime and it's on there right now. And I really had wanted to read the book because I love Stephen King stuff. And, well, not his horror stuff.
I don't like really scary stuff.
No.
I read the book Christine,
but
because that was
some of
my
his other
name.
stuff I really liked. The tamer stuff you did.
Totally.
Is that the car?
That's the car one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember it being scary. I was just kind of sad that it was a scary car named Christine. I'm like, I'm not scary. At least I don't think I'm scary. Maybe I am. I don't know. If I am,
You're also not a car.
So. I'm not a car. No.
So there's that. There's a lot of differences between you and Christine. Anyway, it is a really good show. Like, I'm really into it. And John likes it, too. So that's, like, the true test. It's like normal people can watch it because...
Yeah, my husband and I need to find a new show to watch. Maybe we'll give this one a try because we're like kind of out of
8 or 9 episodes or something.
Okay, well maybe we'll have to give that one a try because we're just I mean, he's watching one and I'm watching a separate one. I don't care about his, he doesn't care about mine, so we'll sometimes be on the couch on our computers.
Watching different shows.
Yes. Or at least warm bodies next to each other. You know, we're so romantic.
Yes. Well, we've been watching this one, and last night he went out somewhere. He went out to his hunting. He's scouting for hunting stuff, and he ended up kind of being out there really late, and he already has a campsite set up there, so he's like, I'm just going to sleep here tonight, and I was like, okay. And I was like, dang it, that means
You're
I
like,
can't watch
my show. Although you could just be like, well, this is your fault for staying at your campsite.
That's right. Dang it. Anyway, I didn't though. So anyway, I highly recommend that. At least trying it out because I think it's really good.
I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah,
do it.
I think it's good. Okay, kid geek stuff. I have to start with Avatar.
I know you're obsessed with that.
Well, maybe.
A lot.
Really
all of our
good.
kids are obsessed with it too. I haven't watched it.
My kids are obsessed with it. It's a really good show, and it's really fun. And it's there's 3 seasons. The cartoon, not the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I've heard the movie is not great. Like I've heard it's.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Well, I've heard that the movie. Well, I heard the movie got really bad reviews when it came out, but I think it's a lot of Avatar cartoon fans that watched it, obviously, and. Like, some of the main characters, I think they changed a lot. Like, there's a character who's really funny and sarcastic, and they kind of made him more serious, which is like...
You can never take away the funny, sarcastic guys. You need the funny, sarcastic guys.
So, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really comment on it. But the cartoon is really good, and they've just started another one in that same universe called The Legend of Korra, which we haven't started watching yet, but we will. Oh, we will.
Is it an anime too? Like, is it a comic book? Okay, that's so you can have your kids read comic books. I bet it's at the library too, huh?
Yes, and that's another thing, another good thing right there is to introduce them to comic books.
Yeah, they have loads of graphic novels for like kindergartners, and I mean, they have historical
they totally
graphic
do.
novels.
They have all those kinds of things.
It's
like they're really
awesome.
trying to encourage kids to read any way they can, and like this is a great.
The two my girls read are Baby Mouse. And
yes.
Lunch Lady.
Oh, my little girl loves Baby Mouse.
Yep, Baby Mouse and Lunch Lady. And there's one for boys, too. It's some dragon something or other. I can't remember the name of it. But it's a cute little dragon, and I don't know, he's totally adorable.
Yeah.
But I think Baby Mouse is kind of cute. Oh, and the cat.
Oh, yeah, what is his name?
Something Kitty. No, it's a girl. Fashion Kitty. Fashion Kitty is what it is. That's another one. So my kids are way into those.
Cat or something like that. That's also
I don't know
really
that
funny.
one.
I can't remember. But those are really good ways, and usually at the library they have at our library they have a ton of those.
Yeah, they have like specific graphic novel.
It's a great way to
sections.
Get your kids into comic books and get them into reading.
Yeah, because it's not hard readings, it's like small stuff and lots of pictures, and my kids love those things.
My kids, my 2 middle kids, my daughter loves comic books, she's 13, and she just reads them on her own. But my 2 middle kids are dyslexic, and so it's actually really hard for them to read comic books because the writing is really tiny, and it's difficult, but I can read it to them. Like, I read Eli the Hobbit, and instead of reading the whole book, I read him the graphic novel, which is actually a lot of writing. For the record, it's got a lot of words in it.
I don't like comic books with lots of writing.
Like illustration. Well, it's a Hobbit though. It's a
doesn't
book,
matter.
So.
I don't like comics with a lot of writing. I'm like, really too much to read. This is not okay.
Well, you should not read Watchmen then.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah, no, don't. Anyway, but Watchmen is really good though. By the way, if you do like reading a lot of words in comic books, but
they have the Watchmen translated into Korean. I'm just saying.
There you go. Anyway. I can't read it in Korean.
I can't either.
So it's they're really good though. You should look into those for your kids. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Of course.
I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I
specifically the Vanilla Ice movie.
That's Christine.
I love the Vanilla Ice.
I need to get that and just watch it because I don't even remember the Vanilla Ice.
Dude, that was like the part that I rewound and watched because I'm like, he's all dancing across the stage. I'm like, woohoo!
There's a new one on Nick that's really good. It's a cartoon, and it's so well done and funny and witty, and the voices are people you know, and it's just really, really fun. I like it. I'm actually I homeschool my son, and I'm teaching art history because I have an art obsession, and I'm teaching it with Ninja Turtles right now. So we're focusing on Michelangelo, so we have to learn about the Ninja Turtle and all about him, and then we learn about the Renaissance artists, and yeah, so it's really
genius.
Fun. It's been pretty fun.
And also I see you have My Little Pony written down there, whom I love My Little Pony. And my older daughter's starting to like My Little Pony a little bit more, which is good. I wish they'd watch it all the time. I love that show.
Oh, my word.
My
kids love it. My girls. My son does not. But my girls love it. And we just watched Equestria Girls, the movie. Actually, I didn't watch it all. I got a phone call. Darn it.
Tell us how you really feel.
I do not like that show, Sam. I do not. I have really tried, but Anna's like, it's really funny, Mom, if you just watch. And I'm just like, oh, too. I don't know why.
No, it's not. It's the voices, isn't it? Does the voices get to you?
It might be,
because
but
they're
you know,
kind
I
of
have
high pitched.
they are very high pitched, but I do have like a voice thing, you know.
I know you do, but there's one person you follow, and you're just like, oh my God, she's doing too many voices.
That's true.
So
I follow Tara
annoyed.
Strong on Vine, and she does all these high voices, and so then
And that's pony voices.
Yeah, it's true, and that's like all the voices on it. Yeah, probably true. Also, Adventure Time is a big geek show for kids.
I haven't seen that one.
Not into it myself, but
I tried watching an episode with your kids once. I think I was watching them or babysitting for some reason. And I sat and I watched it and I'm like, what is going on?
See, that's how I felt the whole time. I was like, I feel like if I was doing drugs and watching this,
It would be awesome.
that I would understand and be like, this is the
Yeah,
most amazing show ever. But I don't get it without drugs, so. Also, Merlin. I'm always an advocate for Merlin. I love that show. There's 5 seasons,
Still haven't
which
seen
is all they're going to do, apparently. And it's on Netflix now, all 5 seasons. So, yippee! That's a good show to watch with kids. It can't be little bitty kids because there are scary scenes, so you might want to preview that one. Also, Doctor Who.
I don't know what episodes to have my kids watch. They all seem kind of like a little
Merlin?
Or Doctor Who.
Oh, the Adipose episode's great.
Well, that's the only one that I could think of that they could watch ever at all.
That's the only one. That's the first one that Aspen watched. The rest of them are a bit scary. Like my 8-year-old and up watched Doctor Who with me, but the younger one does not. She watches the Adipose episode, which is the little fat guy.
I know that one. Those are kind of cute.
She thinks
but
that is the cutest thing ever. She loved
the rest
it.
of them, though, I can't even. There's not another episode that I would let them watch.
Yeah,
Because
not
my
at this
kids,
point.
they're far too sensitive for that.
My kids are hardened. They are, though, because we have this special effects makeup artist in my house. It doesn't help.
Yeah, they probably understand. They're like, yeah, that's fake. We know that.
Yeah. Star Trek also. There's a lot of good Star Trek options out there. The old school Star Trek is really fun to watch with your kids.
It's probably so tame. Like way back when, it was probably
really
like, oh my gosh.
whoa.
But now we're probably like, are you serious right now?
It's
That's a dude in an alien outfit.
It's so funny. Okay, seriously, the other day we were watching it and there was like a Pomeranian dog with like a outfit on. He was an alien dog. That I was like, oh.
You're like with the Velcro thing to
Good, yes! It was almost that bad.
That's
it was
kind of
like,
awesome.
Wow. And my kids have not seen the Tribble episode yet, which I'm like, oh, we've got to watch that because that will be a really good one. Have you seen this one with the...
No, I know what you're talking about. I probably saw it long, long ago.
Yeah. I like
But this
that
has been before I embraced my geek side. I'm like, I'm not watching this lame Star Trek crap.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, so those are some ideas. Comic books, TV shows.
Do you have any shows you watch with your kids?
Yeah, let us know what you do with
we
your
are
kids.
always open for more ideas.
Video games.
Oh, of course, video games.
Well,
yeah.
and you know what I did with my kids because it's such a kid-friendly system is Nintendo 64. I went and bought a used Nintendo 64. Actually, my mom bought it for me. Thanks, Mom. She bought a Nintendo 64 for us, and then we got like Mario Kart and Zelda and all these classic awesome games and Super Mario. And my kids love it, and it's a great introductory system for kids.
My kids play the Wii. They play Mario Kart on the Wii.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't like video games. I
do. I play BioShock with my son.
I
probably shouldn't say that out loud because he's really not old enough to play that kind of stuff. But
You're the mom. It doesn't matter.
It's really fun. It's such a fun game. Okay, so yeah. So let us know what you do. We want to know. We want to hear more geek parenting thoughts. So
Because we need help too to steer our children on the proper path.
That's right. Yes. Okay, so thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.